Hello, everybody, and welcome to today's daily tropical weather update. As always, don't forget to subscribe, and we'll have more in-depth update on Tropical Storm Gonzalo, Major Hurricane Douglas, and most likely Tropical Depression 8 as it approaches Texas. Those are all on the way, and we'll probably have 3 or 4 more videos up today. In the world right now, we have it's quite active. Getting quite active. 92S, that's that yellow Mark X. That is pretty much, I think that's pretty much dissipated. So we'll probably take that off soon, probably by tomorrow, unless anything changes. But on the major side, we have a major Hurricane Douglas, winds of, I believe, 120 miles per hour, a Category 3 hurricane, likely to start weakening now by tomorrow or tomorrow afternoon as it approaches Hawaii and is posing a pretty big hurricane threat. So we're definitely going to have to keep an eye out on that. Closer to land, or closer to the United States, we do have Tropical Depression 8 expected to become Tropical Storm Hannah as it approaches Texas. We'll have more on that as well later. Really going to be a big flooding threat. And in terms of the winds, that's not going to be too bad, probably around 45 miles per hour. We also have Tropical Storm Gonzalo, which is really interesting right now. He's also at the Atlantic, Tropical Depression 8 here, pretty much in the middle of the Gulf of Mexico. We do have Hurricane Hunter there right now, finding tropical storm force winds, so this is likely to be upgraded to Hannah very soon. Gonzalo, winds of 65 miles per hour, minimal central pressure of 997, further strengthening, but it is looking a little bit disorganized right now, so it's still uncertain whether that will become a hurricane or not. We do also have one area, 30% chance for a system to form here in the next couple of days, and that will likely get marked by the National Hurricane Center as well very soon. Here's a look at 91L, or Tropical Depression 8. That is a little bit outdated here. Here's the current track for that system, as you can see, making a 45 mile per hour landfall in the Texas area. We have put tropical storm watches for that coastal areas, and likely to weaken it is going to be weakening into a tropical depression as it moves inland. So that's the current track. As you can see, the cone is rather big because there's still some uncertainty whether it goes in southern Texas, central Texas, or northern Texas, but we are giving a tropical storm watch for that interior area. If you look at Gonzalo, that's also the days, and we have a couple of thing to say. First of all, we no longer expect this to become a hurricane until probably tomorrow, as it is. I'm going to show you the satellite imagery after. It is honestly it has really, not weakened significantly, but it has really gotten disorganized, and it's pretty uncertain whether this will likely become a hurricane or not. But 75 mile per hour, probably an 80 mile per hour landfall here. The track has shifted south quite a little bit. So that's good. That has changed significantly, and we are experiencing. We do think we're gonna get an 85 mile per hour landfall or peak with this system before weakening in the Eastern Pacific, where we're gonna get very unfavorable conditions. So as you can see, exiting, near Cuba, we're still having a 60 mile per hour system. National Hurricane Center weakens it to 45 mile per hour at that point, but we think it could hold on a little bit better before it enters the Gulf. So we're just gonna have to see how much it's gonna get, destroyed by that wind shear and dry air. So look at the Eastern Pacific Douglas exiting our screen here, but a very major hurricane. We have winds of 120 miles per hour, pressure of 964 millibars, and here's the track. As you can see, it's expected to make pretty much a direct landfall in Hawaii, going straight into Hawaii as a hurricane and then weakening to tropical storm. Also something we're definitely going to have to keep an eye on for some very major impacts there. In the Indian Ocean, this is the remnants of 92S. We still have it as a 30% chance, but that will likely be gone by tomorrow. Western Pacific, still surprisingly quiet. And the South Pacific is also very quiet there as well. Now, I do want to show you guys the satellite imagery for Tropical Storm Gonzalo. Look at this. This was this morning. Can you look how bad it looked this morning? Now, it is starting to re-strengthen, but here's what it looks like right now. So the problem that happened, I know, basically what we had with this system is we had a rain band. Those systems tend to create, here's the center, and it tends to create kind of rain bands. And we had a band, a band formed on the northwest, and that actually disconnected from that system, as you can see, and all the convection started being concentrated on that band, which slowed significantly the convection in the center. And you can see that in the latest frame where the convection just starts completely dying off in this area, and the eye wall completely falls apart. And now we have all the convection on that northern part where the center is located here, and we have all the convection to the east of it or west of it. But now that convection is dying, and it's getting itself back together, and it looks like it's the convection is blowing up near the center, so it looks like this will re-strengthen quite quickly.